Alright, this is SAT prep day number 2. We'll be doing conventions of standard English once again. Hopefully this one can go a little bit quicker. Let's just pause the video to read this little text passage real quick. Alright, so looking at all these answer choices, they all have the same words, but the punctuation is different. So this is how we know it's a punctuation sentence. Now I'm going to be a little quick on these explanations, but first, right off the bat, let me answer choice A, because this just leads into a massive run-on sentence, right? Geological structures called arches is kind of extra information to Earth's continents, right? It doesn't really need this section of structures called arcs because, if you just put Earth's continents period right there, if you were to put a period, or if that was just a normal sentence, that can stand alone by itself. But if we actually do put a period there, right, this is where it can kind of get a little confusing. It would be wrong. Why? Because geological structures called arcs needs this. It needs this clause for it to work properly, right? So therefore, it cannot be D because it just fragments the sentence, and this all this extra stuff kind of just explains and helps out the main clause of this text, our main, I guess, purpose of this text, right? For the same exact reason, we cannot use choice C because both these ones kind of suggest the same thing. They suggest there's two independent clauses when there's only really one independent clause, which is Earth's continents, is because it is the main subject of this text, right? So don't be fooled by the semicolon right there, even though it is a very powerful punctuation mark. Sometimes it can be wrong, and even in the SAT, it can be wrong, right? Because it would suggest that there's two independent clauses, and it wouldn't really work. So this leaves us with answer choice B. Now, you might be wondering why. Well, why B, right? Since it uses the colon. The colon is the MVP of this question right here. Why? Because continents, Earth's continents, is an independent clause. We already established this is one independent clause right here until Earth's continent. But this colon suggesting that there's extra information, which this whole section of text kind of is extra information. You don't need to know this sentence for this, or all this information, not sentence, all this information for this sentence to work. So the colon suggests that this is all just extra information, but it does help out the main sentence and the main purpose of the sentence. So that's why it would be answer choice B.